Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus came to a town of Samaria called Sychar, near the plot of the land that Jacob had given to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there. Jesus, tired from his journey, sat down there at the well. It was about noon. A woman of Samaria came to draw water. Jesus said to her, "Give me a drink." His disciples had gone into the town to buy food. The Samaritan woman said to him, "How can you, a Jew, ask me, a Samaritan woman, for a drink?" For Jews use nothing in common with Samaritans. Jesus answered and said to her, "If you knew the gift of God, and who is saying to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water." The woman said to him, "Sir, you do not even have a bucket, and the cistern is deep. Where then can you get this living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the cistern, and drank from it himself with his children and his flocks?" Jesus answered and said to her, "Everyone who drinks this water will be thirsty again, but whoever drinks the water I shall give will never thirst. The water I shall give will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life." The woman said to him, "Sir, give me this water so that I may not be thirsty or have to keep coming here to draw water. I can see that you are a prophet. Our ancestors worshipped on this mountain, but you people say that the place to worship is in Jerusalem." Jesus said to her, "Believe me, woman, the hour is coming when you will worship the Father, neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. Your people worship what you do not understand. We worship what we understand, because salvation is from the Jews. But the hour is coming, and is now here, when true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth. And indeed, the Father seeks such people to worship him. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth." The woman said to him, "I know that the Messiah is coming, the one called the Christ. When he comes, he will tell us everything." Jesus said to her, "I am he, the one who is speaking with you." Many of the Samaritans of that town began to believe in him. When the Samaritans came to him, they invited him to stay with them, and he stayed there 2 days. Many more began to believe in him because of his word, and they said to the woman, "We no longer believe because of your word, for we have heard for ourselves, and we know that this is truly the Savior of the world." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Jesus Christ.
So, have you heard the joke about the 3 holes in the ground? Well, well, well. That didn't go over too well last night. It was a very deep subject. This gospel reading is packed with so much. It's interesting. I spent the week working on what to take from it. What was the message that God wanted me to share with you? And it didn't hit me until Saturday. I came back from St. Joseph's up at the cathedral, and I was sitting, rereading my notes and saying, "I'm not sure exactly how you want to present this." And then it hit me that a priest reminded me recently that when you read the readings, ask the Lord, "What is it that you are saying to me?" And so I said, "Okay, God, I'm going to read it again. What are you saying to me?" And I read it again, and I got up and I walked around the room. And I was all ready to come to Mass, and I looked at the table, and there's a little note on the table, on our dining room table, And the note simply said, "Love, Dad." He said, "Hon, this note that's on the table down here, what is this from?" She said, "Well, you know, our daughter is getting married in August, and Dad decided to help out a little bit with some of the expenses. So he wrote us a check to help with the expenses, and he wrapped it with a note that just said, 'Love, Dad.'" I said, "Okay." So I took the note and put it in my pocket. And I had an image come over me that was very powerful. And that is what I believe God wants me to share with you. And that is Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas because Christ was given to us by God at Christmas. All wrapped in swaddling clothing, but no tag on his toes or no tag on him. But if there was a tag, it would simply say, "Love, Dad." And that present wasn't really to be fully opened until Easter. But before that, this Jesus of ours, this God, this gift from God, went about feeding the poor. Love, Dad. Healing the lame, giving sight to the blind, hearing to the deaf. Love, Dad. Giving hope to all people that God would have a home for them in eternity. Love, Dad. But the true gift wouldn't be fully revealed until he submitted himself to be nailed to a cross and hung. And after he gave his spirit to his Father, the soldier took the lance and opened the side of Jesus, opening the gift that was given at Christmas. And what poured forth was his blood and water, which formed his bride. Love, God. It formed the church, our mother. Love, God. Love, Dad. It gives us the sacraments. It gives us the fullness of the faith that Jesus came to proclaim. It's our mission to accept this gift, to reconcile ourselves with the Father so that we can truly love Dad, and then to go and tell all others about this beautiful gift that God our Father has given us. The gift that God has given us is so powerful, so full of riches. I remember we were going through the Deacon preparation program, and we sat in class one evening, and one of the candidates asked the question, how many of us would want everybody to be Catholic? And a little bit more than half the class raised their hands, but I was kind of bewildered why the rest didn't all want that same feeling. And when we started asking and discussing it, those who didn't raise their hands said, well, it's hard because that's kind of imposing our views and our morals and our values on others, and that doesn't quite seem right. And my wife happened to be with me in that class that night, and she put it so beautifully. She said, but if this is truly the church, truly the faith that God has given us through Jesus Christ, wouldn't you want everyone to have the fullness of this faith, the sacraments, the beauty of the Catholic Church? It's not a matter of imposing anything. It's showing them the fullness of the gift that God has given. Isn't that what we want for everyone? And if it truly is what we want for everyone, then we would do what the woman did at the well and drop our jar and run to the nearest town and tell everybody about the Messiah, about Christ, about his church. But before she did that, Christ confronted her because there were some issues that need to be reconciled. So he calls the woman to reconcile with the Father. He says to her, go, in the longer version, go, bring your husband. He knows she doesn't have a husband. He knows she's living in adultery. He knows she's had 5 husbands. He knows all of our sins, every one of us. He knows what we need to do, what baggage, what water jug we're carrying that we need to drop so that we can go and proclaim him to others with a clean soul, with a clean spirit. The scripture tells us that we can't put new wine in old wineskins. They'll burst. God can't put his full love into our bodies, into our souls, without them being pure and clean, and they'll burst. And furthermore, people will not see the beauty that God is, that Christ is, that we receive in the sacrament, in the Eucharist, if our bodies are full of dirt. It seems that a lot of my homilies come back to confession, but I'm not saying confession, I'm saying more reconciliation. Because we have a Father who loves us so much that there's nothing we could ever do to make him stop loving us. But we could do things that hurt. We can do things that cause us to turn away, to choose not to face him, not accept his full beauty. Those are the things that we want to drop so that we can fully receive his beauty and the wealth of the church that he's given us, and then run to the nearest town and tell everyone of this gift that God has for each and every one of us. May God bless you.